Yeah, no, dude, I love sweatpants always, man. Okay, when I go to uni and stuff, I wear normal pants, but otherwise, like, has this wild face? No, I don't. Oh wait, we can talk with them, right?
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. That's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
What was it?
All right, guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden, about how he'd turned against us and fought for Widewind, been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. And hearing claims that he died fighting for Rhea Saris, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys...
I said there was entire groups. At least you all have fun there, right? At least you all have fun there, that's what counts.
I thought, maybe this old watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Why didn't you ask me for help? Guess because I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger that says he's a watcher.
Of course I knew the truth deep down. A watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Well, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with watches. I should be starting with records. So why don't you? Ada thinks a moment, his lips twisted to one side. He raises his eyebrows. If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They got an archive at a palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Stepton, will you be there with your Tubito? Eloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
You've been acting strange. Are you alright?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately. And if Meowald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
I don't know what to think.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
Tell me about AD. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think for the forest and fields of AD as home. We have thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. I bet there will be 2 real dolls. Well, you... No. Stepton, no. Don't. You have one. You went on dates with them. It's okay, Stepton. Has it been difficult to adjust to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk. More attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. How long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you, as you saw. It was hardly the haven that had been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? He tugs at his sleeves. Meyerwald urged you to seek out the Laden Key agents in Defiance Bay, yes? If his condition is any warning, we should find them, all with haste. Alright. Will you RKO Osan? No. Why would I?
I felt Meyerwald's passing. You slew him.
Listen, if Osan ditches me, then so be it. So be it. I know he would do it again. He probably already planned another Japan trip without me. I bet he's already planning to go again. He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Meyerwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
I always wanted my own keep, even if it's a little cursed. You feel that same emanation of warmth and energy in the air. Then it is yours, my lord. I cannot begin to tell you how glad that is. How good it is to know that the keep is in capable hands once again. I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there has been a complication of a kind. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago and the Meyerwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it, for what am I but the master's instrument? I would take time... It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. Well, how do I repair it? Meyerwald set aside materials for the Barbican, and they are still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin for supplies and labor. What does being the master of Kite Nua entail? Why, there are many responsibilities involved in the maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instructions. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are other things. What are the other things? Meyerwald's curse was his own, a watcher's curse. But the predecessor have not fared better. There's a presence within the keep, or rather far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless paths oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed. From the time of our Adrian colonists onward, beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen, from time to time, intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force which has kept Kite Nur a barren ruin and robbed me of my hopes. The endless paths, that, my friend, is where I must go, where we must go, if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath, think too what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Adrian. What are the endless paths? The endless paths of Otnuga, that is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, he were warned by the Glanfathans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, as it says, by a powerful Engwithan named Otnur, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch, and few who have ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasures. The promise of Engwithan relics alone has drawn many fortune seekers to their deaths, I fear. Who is this master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless paths, the Engwithan tyrant Otnur. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remain of his work, for the ruin have been here 1,000 years or more, but what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen, while below, the hand of the great statue Otnur constructed. Perhaps it is a statue of Otnur himself. But am I not the master of Kite Nur? Of course you are. The keep would have no other, but the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. If the master below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in, but if you would remain, if you would be lord of this place, then I can only advise you seek out this foe before it destroys you. Alright. You must know this queen you're looking for, Defiance Bay, has no queen. The Magwins of Adia haven't reigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Werika. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Meyerwald kept a ledger, as it happens, and I have taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. Alright, let me see. Then we will get underway at once. The steward's voice belies a giddy excitement. Now, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defenses will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Meyerwald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, you can make your will known to me, if you but reach out. Oh, but first, of course, the Barbican. Ooh, that is interesting. Damn. Okay, well, purchase. So, and now, what can I build? So, Bright Hollow Restoration. Restoring Bright Hollow will allow you to rest here. Other upgrades can unlock resting bonuses. That's nice. Main Keep. Upgrading the Main Keep will repair your Great Hall, allowing visitors and adventurers be available to you at your companions. That's not really needed, I think. Warden's Lodge. The Warden's Lodge watches over the wells near the stronghold. Upgrading the lodge will grant a bonus to survival skills upon resting at Bright Hollow. Woodland Trails. The woodland trails surround the domain of your keep. Upgrading them will grant both a constitution and athletic bonus when resting. Let's do the Bright Hollow, I think. It finishes in 2 days. Cool.
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Mayorwald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Kyne the Younger read her father's will.
I wish I could have gotten through him. It was far gone, but don't worry. The past is there. That we might learn from it. I'm sure we will find more answers in Defiance Bay.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
That's like a good question. Should we just go there?
All right, then.
I'm guessing there's like late game stuff, but maybe it's like in Baldur's Gate that you can at least like start with it, maybe? So I'm guessing it's like the path that was like sealed off, like this one down here? Yeah, the seal is gone. I also want to see that I want to change his AI to crowd control, and I want to change his AI to hold ground.
Of course.
Here we are. To think we are so close. Beneath our very feet lie the endless paths built by Ard Nua, the great Engwithan king. Well, up here this is all Adiran, of course. But should we descend far enough, we will find some real history. To uncover that great king's tomb would be a dream. But it is one of his servants I am after. Gabranos. A powerful mage and a dedicated scholar, a keeper of lore, just as I mean to be. He was in possession of the Tanvi Oratoa, or whatever form of it preceded the one we know. I've seen it in ruins, alongside Gabranos' name, scraps of the same symbols and verses we know in Rauatai. He must have held the words in high regard, or perhaps he was even the author.
You sound very impressed by this Gabranos. They say he held power over the elements, Kana coughs, but I'm more interested in his writing. He was a prolific author. I haven't been able to translate everything, but I've seen enough to know that he traveled far and wide. If only we could have met him. What wisdom he could share. But we can follow his example and strive to learn from those around us, improve upon it. You haven't actually read his writing? Well, not entirely. How could I? It's a dead language, and hardly anyone has translated even a small fraction of it. But what little I can, I have translated. By comparing the symbols in his work to what others have found, I pieced together a phrase from the Tanvi Oratoha, clear as day. I even gave it to the keeper to check, but she was convinced I would have written it myself. Why does this book matter so much? Raotai faces trouble sometimes. Once we were a unified people, but that's changing. And the Tanvi Oratora is at the heart of that. There were those who say that we haven't held to its instruction, that we have allowed ourselves to grow weak and polluted our traditions by welcoming foreigners rather than laying claim to the lands around us, that we must hold to those traditions if we are to make ourselves a nation to be feared. My brother would have it so, but we don't need to isolate ourselves to make Raotai great. I know there's more to the chant. It wasn't created out of sand and water 1,000 years ago, but brought to Raotai by the Endwithen. By a people that knew the value of alliances and shared their knowledge with us, and with that knowledge, we made Raotai what it is today. If I can find the original, I can prove it. They'll know that the chant is far older than we believe, that the Engwithens favored peace and the trade of knowledge. If we follow in their footsteps, we can make a kingdom just as great and lasting as theirs. A certain conflict is a noble ambition. And a lofty one, I know. I am glad you feel the same. I feel it's a better cause for Raotai. We are a people of many races, and we have always stood together. I feel we are destined for greatness. Let's start looking then.
If my sources are correct, Gabranos will have brought the text with him. It will probably be within a library, or a tomb perhaps. It tends to be one of the two. Let's be off.
I love that you, like, this is something that I like. When you talk to your party members, like, you actually gain XP, which I feel like you gain knowledge about them, which I think it makes sense that you get the XP.
Of course.
That's kind of nice.
Leave it to me. Kind of stuck over here. You're not getting through me. Leave it to me. For Athens. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
What the fuck?
Of course.
This crooked effigy has been cobbled together with locks, scaled hides and bones. A human skull adorned the top. we have a... Kinda, it's just okay.
Stuck. What?
How may I help? Be on seat. I shall deal with this one. Yes, I shall deal with this one. I'm seeing red now. Yes. Let's have it out.
Come on. Wait, he's still alive?
Your tail ends here. I'm stuck.
Oh, he's just perma paralyzed. Dude is just perma paralyzed.
Brave thou shalt not believe.
Okay, it's this.
Brave thou shalt not believe. To the priest.
Oh, that was god awful. Fucking priest ran in and died instantly.
Of course.
Brave thou shalt not. Just like an adherent to go down fast.
I'm starting to think like it's too early for me to go in here. I have a feeling it's too early for me. That is not looking well. This is that. I was worth a try. It was worth a try. Still gotta level up. Let's see. I can do a level 3 now. I can learn 2 level 3 spells. Generates a rebound wave of psychic feedback between the cipher and an ally that causes crush damage to So enemies are caught in between. Fractured volition. Violates an enemy's memories to bring vivid recollections of the past failures to the surface, leaving the target hobbled. Hobbled and weakened. Pain link. Mentally links nearby enemies to the target, forcing them to experience a portion of all pain the target suffers. It's not really that great, right? Affects allied target 20% of all damage reapplied to the... So... to nearby enemies... Or wait, never mind. It's actually not... Wait. This is actually not bad. I can give it a tank. No, wait. I can give it a tank. I'm gonna head to bed, enjoy the game. Bye-bye, Donut. Have a good sleep. Good night and sleep well. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Let's see. What else? Puppet Master destroys a target's psychic defense, leaving it dominated by the cipher. Secret Horrors causes enemies in the area to of effect believe their worst fears have been realized, frightening and sickening them. Forces an enemy's soul to leak energy, igniting the air around them and burning them over time. That is good. Now that is good as well. Oh, that's an AoE. Oh, that's good. An AoE fear. I'll take that. I'm sorry, but AoE fear, that's pretty good. Especially for 26 seconds, what that was, that's so long. So I think before I wanna continue, I maybe wanna... Oh wait, I can also go up now. Wait, could I do this before? Yeah, wait, I think I was here before. Yeah, okay. For some reason I thought it was blocked off. But I guess it was like a different building that I'm thinking of. So before we continue, I wanna go back. I wanna go back and sell my stuff.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Could get it there.
Well met, friend.
Could use a reliable help? Well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time if you want to hire someone. That's that. Okay, yeah, no.
Hail, traveler.
I would like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We've got a lot of new faces in here too, fewer than we're used to, I'll admit. Tenfrith, the big draw. I'm sure we will get the big crowd back again in no time. I used to work the tables actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him, even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound? It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? Okay. What do you have for sale? Because I wanna sell my shit. You don't really have anything that I need. Camping supplies, don't mind. Yeah, those I need. Before we sleep, let me see. This hound stares intently at the coward window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low tone or low note, tail waggling slightly. I could use a good dog. Here you go. The dog's ears perked up, it trots over to you and barks happily. Oh, we should... Oh, nice. Oh yeah, the dog is running with us now. That's cute.
Hail and well met.
That's cute. Is there anything else I can do? The monster below. Explore the endless paths. Yeah, it's that. Spend time traveling. It's that. Confront Lord Alhedric. Yeah, I can't do that still. I'm still too low. Okay. I don't think I want to do Lord Redrick for like a while. There's so many gods. Oh, the construction is complete. Cool. I guess I want to do the main keep. Expensive though. Oh, some more Kickstarters. Okay. Okay, they just ignore him. I don't think he has a taunt or anything. Which will be like a little bit difficult, I think. But my cleric or priest is so fucking fast. So wait, what if I do this?
Yes?
What's this range? Can you wait a little bit?
Yes?
I could probably use my... How much does it cost? 30 focus. Okay, okay, nice. Let's cast... There we go, perfect.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow. Maybe I want to change a little bit more. Go a little bit further away. I think the problem is just like my tank is like the slowest person in the party, so they will always catch up, I think. Yeah, my mage is like the fastest. He's sprinting away.
this! Parathis!
It's got to level up. It's gotta be, what level is he? It's gonna be level 5, I think. I got like a little notepad here. I made this for like the characters that I don't play, because I noticed it's gonna be so difficult for me to learn all of them, what they can do and stuff. And like figuring all this out. So I was like, I'll just use some help. I'll get myself some help and ask Goggle. So I think he has like nothing to learn. So superior deflection is it then, if there's something. Yeah, okay. Nothing new. Is there something else here? There's a forest lurker. I suppose it's that way. Could you heal? Minor endurance? No. Light endurance. I don't need endurance, I just need extra like healing. I don't think he can heal. HP is kind of low. Okay, so wait, let me just quickly see if this is like the potion. Oh, I can only use it in battle. It's fucking stupid.
Yes?
Okay, use it.
Lava beyond seek.
I think as of right now, it's just like I'm better off with resting a lot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up on you. I just, well, you seemed preoccupied.
Oh, what's on your mind?
I suppose I've just noticed you acting a little, unusual lately. Talking to people who aren't there, remembering flashbacks of your previous life. I just want to make sure you're doing all right.
I guess I don't know what to make of this either.
Then I'm in good company. I should let you rest. It looks like we'll have another full day tomorrow.
What a nice guy.
Brave does not believe.
Lava will be on seek.
Brave does not believe.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Level 5. Kalakov's Minor Blind. Deleterious Alacrity and Penetrating Blast. Boy, dude, there's so many, man. This creates a ball of energy in the caster's hand that can be thrown at an enemy, causing burn, freeze, corrode, or shock damage to anyone caught in the area of effect. So this is also AoE, I'm guessing. Caster draws upon his or her life force to gain an increase to speed and movement while draining his or her own endurance. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing? Guess it is. A penetrating blast. Probably even have penetrating blast. This sounds kind of nice though. Welcome back, Zen. Welcome back. Vigorous defense. Defender becomes fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, dramatically increase all defense for a short time. That's good. Even more. There's like, I had like so many like whoa moments today. But I noticed like I can. It's I think good when I do like every session like 2 characters. Cause about like a character is about like an hour with how far I can go right now.
Of course.
And then I'll just stop, and then next session I do another 2, next session I do another 2. 13 Sentinels is really good, like, and it's story-wise it's up there with like Nier. Of how good it is.
Brave does not believe.
Lava will be on seek.
Still enjoying Piss. Oh yeah, we have our stronghold now. So look at this. I can upgrade my stronghold. There's so much stuff to do with this. So I've found a way to spend all my money now. What do they give you? As of right now, so basically this is main story related. So it's basically that I can continue traveling, but it also does like that I can rest. Then resting gives bonuses. I can have like a lab. I can make myself a garden to grow plants. Was like a training ground. I can get a forum, a chapel, where I can buy scrolls from priests, an artificer. I do so much. Merchant stalls or stalls. I can make a dungeon, library. They also say like I will get attacked. So there's also like where I have like towers, walls, because I will get attacked. That's a pretty cool thing. It's something you can spend your money on, right? Because as it was in Baldur's Gate before, at the end you have like a few 100,000 of currency you will never spend. And that's like something you can spend your money on, because like money will get so meaningless later on.
Hush, Itumak. We'll just wait a little longer.
A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against a road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bear figurine between her feet. A large white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at you approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Can you actually go see them, or is it just that window or text and pictures? No, you can actually go there, but you can just like the lady, the throne that we talked to last time. We have like a mental connection with her, so we can just say like, hey, upgrade this and this and this while I'm gone. But then once we get there, like stuff will be there. Like the keep will change. Already did. It already did, so you can actually see the changes. Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Oh yeah, and the keep has an underground dungeon. Like it's called Endless Paths. I already tried it, but I'm too weak for it. I'm too weak for that dungeon. So I need to level up a little bit, and then later. It's kind of like in Baldur's Gate, the stronghold, where it goes like deeper and deeper and deeper. It's kind of like that. Back up. What does a stranger have to do with your friend? I try something? What exactly are you talking about?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in Deerwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for, Persok? Her pained brow slower and her compact, muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember? Who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Actually, I know how you feel.
Then you have my sympathies. Hopefully you've got a better lead than I do.
How does the statuette figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished adra is worn to a dull mat along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation, not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright, for a few hours. But most of the time it looks just like this.
I could take a look at it.
I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees.
Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see the figurine?
Why?
I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
I mean, you got nothing to lose by letting me try.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her shaped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, very but curious. You raise the Adra bear, turning it in the light as your eyes catch a tiny, glinting scratch at the scenery around you melts away. Hey, yo, guy. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing good today. Yup. We did some Star Wars today, and then some more 13 Sentinels, and then... Now it's Pillars. Now it's Pillars of Eternity. I hope you're doing well, guy. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through her eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp pale cliffs drop in the water hundreds of feet below you. Which Star Wars, fuck, how was it called? Guys, how was the Star Wars game I played today? Fuck, I forgot. Republic Commando, thank you. Thank you, that Star Wars game. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. Return the figurine. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you I'm a watcher. She blinks at you a few times, calculating. If you would seen the way he stares at dead things, you would know he's serious.
You realize I've got no coin to give you. even if I did believe you.
Then come with me. I've got other business in the area and we can look for Persok on the way.
If this is your idea of a joke, you may be stuck with me for a while. Lead the way.
Cool. Yeah, it's actually a fun game. I enjoyed Republic Commando. We got like, I think halfway done. Sagni draws up beside you, her fox following at her heels and takes a seat next to
Even
you.
if you are putting one over on me, it's nice to have a hunting party again.
You've been searching for Persok for 5 years?
5 years for me. Must be 30-something for Itumak.
How's the search going?
It's been a long hunt. A long time away from my family. Before, I'd crossed the tundra of Nasitok following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu and our children, but I was eager to visit lands my people rarely do. But 5 years without finding him. It's like 2 hours of necking. I'm ready to be done with it.
And why do we have to find him?
Soul recovery is an old village tradition. We call it the Tarnek Ilitsak. Once in a generation, we seek the soul of a much respected and long dead village elder. We tell him what's changed in the village, how people remember him. The only other Tarnek Ilitsak during my lifetime happened when I was a girl, not long after Persok died. We feasted on blubber and fermented milk for a week, and we honored the chosen huntress as a hero.
But also I want to say, like, I'm actually surprised about Republic Commando because it doesn't feel like a Star Wars game. It really does not feel like a Star Wars game. It is so weird. Fermented milk? Mmm.
Then she left, and we returned to our duties. We still sang her name to the skies during festival season, but we otherwise didn't speak of her.
I'm sure your village still remembers you, Sagani. You're kind to say so, but I'm not so fragile that I need my name chanted in the meeting halls.
It's not being forgotten by my village that troubles me, but sometimes I wonder how my husband and children remember me, if they think of me often.
Of course they do. They must. I would like to believe it, and yet sometimes days go by and I realize that they have not crossed my thoughts. Such days are rare, but they happen. She looks away, tugging at the strap of her quiver. It shames me to think of it, but more than that, it scares me.
Still, there's no point in dwelling on it. More often I find myself wondering whether Persok will remember us. You claim to see souls. What do you think? Do you remember your past lives?
Not clearly. I figured. Most people don't anyway. I suppose that's why I'm supposed to remind Persok of what he left behind in our village. But it isn't supposed to? It's a tactical squad shooter? Yeah, I want to play a more tactical squad shooter. I actually want to buy Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. Like Vegas 1 and 2. I actually want to buy those games while they're on sale. What would you tell them about your village?
Masuk is probably much the same as it was 100 years ago. We live between tundra and frozen forests, and the land takes as much as it gives. But our hardships bring us together. And the elders truly unite us. They keep the stories of past generations, and they guide us from season to season, through good years and lean.
I have SWAT 4 on GOG, actually. Like we can play SWAT 4. Not SWAT 4. That's the one I have. Itumak brushes against her hip and she scratches her head. Recently, there's been a lot of good years. My aunt says we have had fewer clashes with neighboring villages thanks to the hunting territories that Persok helped establish. In bad years, we rely on trade with the merchants that pass our shores. We exchange walrus tusks and seal pelts for grains that last us the hard winters. Persok brokered a lot of those agreements too. She holds up her bear figurine. He got this from one of the Aumaua ships that used to trade with us. Sounds like Pasok did a lot for your people.
That's what I'm supposed to remind him.
Sounds like you are on a hunt of your own, though. You're feeling the thrill of the chase, or ready for this to be over? I enjoy the adventure. Every day brings something new. Refreshing indeed. She rises and stretches, looking around. Might as well keep moving while we've got some daylight. Alright. Cool. I don't know, like, I would probably just like stick with Rainbow Six for now. But I think you can. I like this. What are the stats on that thing? You have 76 endurance. Can we play multiplayer? Oh boy. Oh wait, I haven't set up an AI for her.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah, play aggressive.
Leave it to me.
But I think once I'm done with the Star Wars game, I might actually do Spec Ops: The Line. Kind of thinking of playing that as well. Waves are roughly chiseled on the stone. They grasp at Andra's beloved moon like curling fingers. What happened to YouTube streams? It's been aeons since you last streamed there. I think YouTube streams are really bad for the channel. What I saw, because ever since I did like the YouTube streams, the last videos are doing horrible. So I have a feeling it might be because of the YouTube streams. Yeah, the last two YouTube videos haven't reached 100 views. They're doing actually really, really bad. So I think it might be because I was streaming on YouTube, so like YouTube was like thinking like I would like spam it. That makes sense. Because like in the end, if you see like all the streamers on YouTube, if you like look at HoloLive, they're not uploading normal YouTube videos, right? Or like rarely. So I think that is a problem. I had Kana. Sure-headed Ela knocked her arrows with speed. Decrease reload time and increase the speed of ranged attack for all allies. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty good. I'll take that. Also, I heard really good things about Spec Ops, so I'm looking forward to playing it. I've been into, for some reason, like I've been lately really into shooters, so every shooter's welcome at the moment. Actually, I want to see, can I go to Redrick's Hold before we go there? Let's see if I can maybe do that now with the full party. Imagine. What? I just need like this one type of shooter with a good story.
Got the pre.
Yeah, no, okay, dude, Jesus Christ, man. You wanna shoot things? I don't know, it really seems like I have like my phases of video games that I like to play. I didn't wanna accept it, but I really think I have my phases. I have like a phase of JRPGs, then it's like, what was next? Indie games, and then it's fucking CRPGs, and a shooter. There was also RTS. I wonder what's next. Or maybe I go back to JRPGs. Because I actually... There's one JRPG I really want to play. And it's... Trails in the Sky. I want to start with the Trails in the Sky series. It has like 11 or 12 games and they are all important. So you have to start from the beginning. So you have to start with the first game because something in the first game can still be relevant in the 12th game.
All right then.
Oh wait, what? Fuck. Oh wait, I have to. Yeah, there we go. Oh, my thing is done, right? Towers. Let's build this one. What is it? I'm looking for the temples of Voidica. If you say so, it's in First Fire. It's just west of Crucible Keep. Maybe I can buy some good stuff here now.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another.
That was chapter 1.
Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Good, chapter 1 is done.
It used to be a lot less of a mess.
So many people here.
How do you do?
Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacies no better here. Can't wait for your racing phase. What, Need for Speed? I was actually thinking about playing Need for Speed. It's the Animenses. Migrants scorch them, and they nest in the city like rats. You mark my words, though, as dozens are gonna put a stop to it. Oh, I was actually... Dude, talking about racing, there's actually one game. Driver. I want to play Driver. I don't know if they're connected, but I want to play Driver San Francisco. Because I know it's like a normal Driver game, but I don't know if they're connected. Maybe just the same name. What are you doing here? He gestures at the crowd with buzzes with angry chatter. Trying to get folk to see reason, we're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animenses dangerous liberties. What do you know about Animency? It's a study of manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Adderans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Angwithan times, which is why you will see Animenses tinkering with old Angwithan artifacts. Kana raises a fist to cuff discreetly into it. Half-truths all, but he's an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is that the Animenses got no idea what half of those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. Our empathetic friend is correct about one thing at least. But I think Driver could be a nice one. To kill... Well, I think wasn't Driver San Francisco like a console exclusive anyway? Or was it also on PC? Oh, I just get it on console. Like, most of the games. They are not on Steam anymore. That's a good thing about having a console. You can always rely on it because no one can take away the games. Because it was still a physical console.
Of course.
Technically they can. Well, if you buy all the copies of the games and then you sell them for like $1,000 because fuck people that want to play games. I mean, they can revoke the license, but if you buy the CD, if you buy the disc was already printed, it was already made, they can't take away that.
Hello.
What you got? Oh, I can buy a pet. Sure, I'll buy a pet. There are games, you know, where the box doesn't even contain a disc. And sadly, that's true. You know? I remember Skyrim was one of those. Bought Skyrim. What am I getting? An installation disc, so I don't have to download it from Steam, but I still have to connect it and register on Steam. Cause fuck that shit, man. Dude, wow. +5 for ranged accuracy. That's pretty good. I got a new pet. It looks more green than yellow, but I'll take it. I think when you buy WoW physically inside the case, you just piece of paper with the code to make your account.
Greetings.
This is a lively place. It was founded in the early days of Wooden independence by a traveling scholar named Errol of Levi. He wanted a place where kith of all backgrounds could gather and hash out the issues facing their own country. He rests his elbow on the polished wood of the bar. It didn't take long for the place to fill up. Brackenbury aristocrats argued with dock workers from the Gift, while soldiers wrangled with politicians. Dear Woodens have never been known to turn down an argument. What happened next? Soon kith were coming from the farm and settlements too. He waves at the door as if expecting a crowd to bustle in. The place got even more popular with the Valian sailors than the salty mass. And that was the problem. He drains his cup. No matter what people say about fair-mindedness and civil debate, there's only so much people will tolerate. Errol found himself on the wrong side of an argument with the wrong Thane. And when he disappeared a few days later, some said it was the work of that Thane. He shrugs, spreading his hands over the bar as he surveys the room. But Errol knew which way the wind was blowing. If you ask me, he skipped town, hid out somewhere, hoping for rational minds to prevail in Defiance Bay. He cracks a wry grin. If only he could see it now. I think that was happening to you, right? In the same thing I had as a kid, that I went through phases of what games I played and liked, but eventually it normalized as I fully realized what I like and what not. And then there was my 20s when I also went more restrictive on what I like, and then now in my 30s I again open-minded to... I think I have the same. I think I basically have the same. Because when I was younger it was always competitive, always multiplayer. Always that. Then for a time, it was... No, wait, it was just casual multiplayer first. It was just casual multiplayer. Then it was competitive multiplayer. Then I started streaming. And what did I start streaming? I didn't start playing only story-heavy games, because back when I started streaming, I didn't like those either, because I thought like they were like bad for stream, which technically they are still bad for stream, but I don't care as much anymore because it's not my full-time job anymore. I'm not getting enough money to make this full-time, so I just don't care about the games that I play anymore. So it's more like, yeah, what I enjoy now. VR chat. Yeah, fuck VR chat. Good night, Sparrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good sleep and rest well. Oh, by the way, tomorrow will be 2 p.m. I'll probably leave tomorrow early again from uni so I can catch the train. Never liked multiplayer so much. Well, I like multiplayer so much because I could like show off like my skill. I was like, hey, I'm better than you, bitch. But the more I like grow up, I'm like, I don't care, bro. Why do I have to compete with like complete strangers on the internet about like how good I am in video games?
I've got it. Finished.
Hello? Hello?
What is that ring? Spirit Bane, Vessel Bane. It's just protection. Yeah. For Nerd Creed. I hate it. Maybe tolerate. I don't know. I've been loving what I'm doing now. Just enjoying some really good stories. Because like it's so interesting, like with what stories people come up with, like what's in their mind, like why did they come up with such? What's like the meaning behind this and stuff. It's nice. I feel like. Okay, can't talk to any of them. I can still like play other games, Ryan. It's not like that I can't play other games anymore. But I'll just enjoy myself some nice story games.
Quiet. Finished.
I feel like story games are not getting the attention anymore lately. After like I saw what people care about in video games in this poll where like a few thousand people voted and like all of them said like it's the gameplay, it's the graphics.
Nice and slow.
I lost the faith in people. I guess gameplay is important, but that no one cares about the story anymore, man. To be fair, I was kind of the same as well. When I was young, I was like, why would I play single player games? I don't care for fucking story. I was like that as well when I was younger. I guess it's just growing up now, right? Kids will always put gameplay over anything else. While if you're getting older, you start to see like how nice and a good story is. As for like, I will always put story above anything else. I mean, look at 13 Sentinels. The gameplay is like the worst fucking gameplay I've ever seen in a video game. I still love it because the story is so good. Hey, Carla. But look, bottom left? Or...
Yeah.
You mean a Johnny? What? You said bottom left? I do think gameplay matters more because it keeps me awake while interacting. Didn't were a fan of him? Bro, everyone is a fan of him. Everyone wishes they were him. I think I'm okay with like if there's only gameplay because I'm streaming it, right? So I never feel like, hey, there's like always like this interaction still going on. So I don't think it's that is a problem with me right now. I don't know how it would be if I wouldn't stream it. Because like I said, I don't really play games off stream because I kind of want to keep them for on stream. Because what I like about streaming is like I can share my experiencing my experiences with video games with people. I like to share that. That's why like I don't really want to like play games off stream. So I'd rather like do like longer streams like I do now. Like even if it's like games not many people like, I still like to share my experiences with it. I still do like that. Like I could say that Genshin Impact got a decent story, right? But most of which is text and talking. Yeah, Genshin is something. A young boy watches the passerby and counts a grimy handful of coins. His face and arms are smudged with dirt, but except for the grass stains, his clothes are in good condition. As you approach, he blinks and makes a quick, furtive effort to pocket his coins. The boy stares at you, his mouth hanging open. After several seconds frozen in silence, he waves a hand. Can you see me? Do you even have eyes? He snaps out of his trance, but continues to watch you with fascination. Hey, mister, want to know a secret? He wipes his nose with his sleeve. I know a good secret. Looks like we got a little hustler here. Someone raised his kid right. Well, really, what is it? He shrugs and clasps his hands behind his back, kicking a loose pebble. I just saw folks hiding some really neat things. I could show you where, but Mom and Dad told me not to talk to strangers. His eyes slowly roll up at you. But maybe you could help me with something. Then we wouldn't be strangers. StarCraft 2 was good, yeah. With like a balance of, after every story you get like, after every bit of gameplay you get like story parts, on sometimes even cutscenes. That's nice. Help you with what? Gordy's voice suddenly rises in pitch and tempo. The Crucible Knights have these daggers made of March steel. It's the best steel around, except for Durgan steel, which doesn't count because no one makes it anymore. He stops long enough to catch his breath. Anyway, there's this merchant over by the expedition hall, and he has a dagger made of real March steel. His eyes grow large and round. He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid, and kids don't know anything about daggers. But that's not true. I know lots about daggers. I know about the different kinds of steel. I know about the Crucible Knights make them in a forge. I know that the tip can pierce low gauge scale armor. That one that's good and sharp can cut through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers, and I really, really want this one. And if you could just get it for me, I'll promise I'll never, ever ask anyone for anything ever again. I used to have a knife when I was his age. I don't know a better way to learn what you should and shouldn't stab. I say, give him a chance. I mean, it's him, right? It's on him, bro. If he kills himself with a dagger, that's on him, right? If he's going to kill himself with it, well, that's not my problem, right? Sure, I'll get it. Gordy jumps up and down, whooping and hollering. I knew a real adventurer would understand. He points to a large building. There's a big merchant over by Atmeth's den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll write right here for you. His gap-toothed grin stretches from ear to ear. Where is it? Catacombs. Oh, up there.
Of course.
But to be honest, like StarCraft 2 is also like a great example for me with bad gameplay but good story. You think I really enjoyed the gameplay of StarCraft 2? Nah, but the story actually got me.
Good day, stranger.
Show me your wares. What you got? Ooh. I spent all my money though. That's not great. What are those rings? Telda's ring, ring of wizardry. Oh, that's a good one. Cost 8,000 though. Yeah, no, I don't have that. Huh. Yeah, I also sold all my stuff. Oh wait, don't I have? I have this for her because wasn't this a ranger only thing? Stalker's link. Unusable ranger. You are a ranger, are you not? Ranger. Yeah, you can use it. Cool. Oh, that's for her then. Hunting bow. Didn't I? I use a saber, but it's a stiletto. Average. Use this one. Guess you take the stiletto just in case, like, the stuff is getting close. Starry was the problem. It was so slow with updates. That is what Starry killed for me. The slow updates.
Hail and well met.
Dragon meat, dragon egg.
Good day, stranger.
Are you selling a dagger made of March steel? Apologies, but I sell no weapons here. Only fruits, vegetables, and meat. You are probably the one, right?
Good day to you.
Egron stands behind the stall, polishing a broadsword. The patterned flesh around his eyes is crinkled with age, and the muscles in his arms are knotty and lean, but he holds the weapon with ease. He nods at you. Come to take a look? You won't find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay, outside Sonild, of course. What you got? Ooh, oh, this stuff is so expensive. Oh, it's so good. Damn. Bro, I want to buy that.
Welcome.
I'm looking for a particular dagger. Just like the Crucible Knights use? Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? He laughs and shakes his head. I'd be tempted to sell it to you anyway and let a little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands. Wait, if March Steel daggers only given to Crucible Knights, how did you get your hands on one? Egron pauses mid-polish, his cloth slowing over the blade. A lot of steel passes through my hands, friend. I don't make it my business to ask where it all comes from. I'm not trying to get you into trouble, but you should be careful about what you trade and whom you trade with. Trafficking in stolen goods is risky. He grunts. Appreciate the concern, but there's no need to worry. I keep my nose clean enough. Those adventurers you sold the dagger to, where are they now? Folk like that only visit Copper Lane to crew up at Adman's death. Den expedition hall or down a pint at the Goose and Fox. And since they weren't headed into the den, well, you've got my best guess. Tell me more about the dagger. He oils the cloth in his hand. Made out of high purity iron ore that comes out of the White March Mountains. Traditionally, the smiths at the Crucible Keep have smelted it into daggers and swords, which they only give to the Knights of the Crucible. Of course, I would be surprised if that kid didn't already tell you all of that. What's so special about Sonhild? She operates in the expedition hall. He jogs a thumb over his shoulders. Sells the best equipment in the city, but Wenan keeps her on a short leash. Keeps a fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditionists, members of the dozens, and anyone else he takes a liking to. Alright, so I have to go to Goose and Fox. Right, liking Zenless seems to just sound like you just want to be hip and go with what everyone is into these days. Zenless Zone is pretty popular right now, right? And Star Rail? Why is Nikki not popular? A woman sits by herself, spinning something on a table in front of her and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin, and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams a half-empty cup down on the table with the order, "This is not a good time." What are you doing here? She takes a long drink from her glass, just trying to calm down and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. What's that? She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you will leave. At last, Kainra looks up at you and lamplight falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. There's something I need to give to my fiancé, a Pornisk. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Who hit you? She shakes her head. I know how this looks, but you don't understand. It's not like Pornitsk. It's these new friends of his. They have brought out the worst in him. Tell me about the new friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool. I know what it means. Pornisk makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious that they come to do. Last time they came, I told him to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. She scowls and then she winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Svefs changes you, I guess. The Pornisk I knew wouldn't have squashed the spider. I never thought he would. She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. I thought Svef just made people lay around not doing much. I don't really know. Seemed better than believing he's always been this way. Maybe I could go talk to him. Her hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We are finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and the ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandfather's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I know what will happen. I lose my temper, and I'll probably wind up with another one of these. She points to her bruise. But I've heard you're trustworthy. If you give this back to him, he will know we're done. I'll take the ring. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. So are the dudes up there then? People these days just go with the next best thing, and what is more popular now, and they just go in trends of hating on older games. People don't know what's good.
I'll get it open. Finished.
I'll take a look.
Why aren't they supposed to be here?
Hail and well met.
Ah, it's you! An all-in man relaxes with his feet propped on the table. Patches of dark brown skin peek out from under a full mane of blue-green hair. He and the all-in woman with him exchange laughs and comments with the trio at the nearby table, and he spins a dagger in his hand. His hazel eyes watch you. You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds, joining us for a drink. Did you buy the Marsh Seal dagger from Igun? He displays the blade on a flat palm. I did, and a fine piece it is. I don't know of any more circulating in the city, outside the steel and the Crucible Keep, of course. I was trying to... Wait, how much to take it off your hands? He turns the blade in delight, admiring it. Seeing as how there's a sudden demand for this, 100 pence seems fair. Demand isn't high as you think. Chances are good that dagger was stolen or looted off of one of the knights. In that case, I'm probably doing you a favor. He frowns. Can't be too careful around the authorities these days, especially as an all-in. Fine, I'll sell it, but not for less than 50. I'm getting my money back, at the very least. Alright. Deal. Is there something else? No. Perfect.
Of course. Well, whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
I have the dagger right here. I got he stops bouncing and stares at it, gaping in awe. It's so sharp. Alright. Slowly hold out the dagger, pommel first. Listen first. When you're not using it, keep it sheathed, or it will rust. Don't show it off, or someone's going to take it away from you. Or worse, it's a weapon, not a tie. Understand? Cody's hands tremble as he restrains himself from snatching the dagger away. He nods, holding the dagger in his sheath. I'll take good care of it, I promise. So about the secret. Gordy puts his hand up to his mouth and whispers loudly. I saw one of the actors hide something under a loose stone near the theater. Probably nothing. As good as a March steel dagger, though. Thank you for telling me, Gordy. Bye. Alright, that's a theater, right? I'm assuming. Yeah. Alright.
Nice and slow.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Slow and silent.
I'll see what I can find.
I don't know what else could be a theater here. Oh wait, do you want to talk?
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Said there'd be less of them.
Why do they call themselves the Dozens? Was 12 dear Woodens stood outside Halgod Citadel waiting for Waidwen to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Goldhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. The Goldhammer? That's what they called the bomb they blew up Waidwen with. I don't know much about it, other than that. Anything kills a living god. I guess you gotta name it. What do you have against the Dozens? Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks anyway. The Dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. That's ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gillardvale, but they would be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke a migrant too, when they especially want to feel right. Somehow, I don't think she would be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she would like to set them on fire anytime they use her name, but the gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. People hide behind symbols so they can't be questioned. The Duke's a reasonable man. Maybe while we are in Defiance Bay, we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they would have as many members if they called themselves the loudmouth sheepfuckers. Damn, there's a real party going on here.
I'll get it open. Finished.
The guard holds up a hand as you approach. You can turn right back around. The lower floors all used, but nobody goes upstairs. What's up there? The guard shakes his head. What do you think? The bedroom? All that. Private things. I'm saying, you don't go creeping through other people's rooms. Alright.
Gods keep you.
The man before you flashes you a toothy and rather unpleasant grin. Well now, in your face. Welcome, friend. Name's Punisk. And this, he gestures to the room around you, is my humble abode and place of business. And I do hope you're in here to do some business. Well, seems like a lot of guards for a man. You must be popular. Punisk raises a brow. Sure, right. Very perceptive. This business attracts some less pleasant types. Sometimes the clientele get a little pushy. And every so often, someone even turns out to be snooping into things they shouldn't, and lessons have to be taught. His face shivers with a quick, unreadable emotion. I'm sure you're too smart to get wrapped up in all that, of course. I keep it simple. If you have the coin, I have the swaff. You are free to make use of the premises, as long as you don't do anything stupid. And you don't go to tangling with the other customers. Now, Puelas claps his hands together. What can I do for you? Well, Kyndra asked me to give this to you. Puelas takes the ring and turns it around in his fingers. Nice. What's this for? You don't recognize the wedding band you gave Kyndra? Puelas gloves. Oh yeah, I see now. She's making a statement, is she? Good riddance to her then. Sorry I ever spent the coin to begin with. Now, is that all? She seemed to care for you. Why are you doing this? Plenty of stars in the sky. Tell her to go set up in a salty mast if she's feeling lonely. Puelas shrugs. Me and her are done. How? Seems a difficult thing to forget, giving your grandmother's rings to someone. Maybe she's just not worth remembering, eh? Puelas snorts. While you're playing lapdog for her and all, why don't you go back and tell her to keep clear of here? How dare you hit your own fiancé? How can you live with yourself? She was asking for it, Puelas growls. Sort of like you right now. Maybe you ought to quit digging around in affairs that don't concern you. Me? I've got business to get back to, he points. The door is that way. Something's not right here, and I don't plan on leaving until I find out what's going on. Puelas' eyes narrows. Then you won't be leaving at all, friend. I was tired of wearing this face anyhow. He raises his voice. Gods to me! Oh.
Yes?
I see. Well, that's kinda bad. I know, but that was like a bad point anyway. But I'm fully cornered here. That was really bad. I think what I have to do is I have to get all of them in here. Stand like this. Alright, let's try it like that. Maybe this works better. I win. I don't want to miss out on my free XP.
Yes?
What?
How may I help?
Okay, he's on my side now. Stop! The red staggers back, holding a bloody hand in front of him. I give up. Just leave and I'll go peacefully, alright? Too late. Oh, that was a lot better. Good positioning is really the key in this game.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Recovery speed minus 15%. I guess I can take that. Was it DR5? It's also DR5. Sure. Oh fuck, there's another one? The fuck? Oh, it's my dog. It's my dog running around.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Finally found someone playing Diablo. I played Diablo. Hey, Biacon, hi. So... Oh, there are more?
Yes?
Oh, fuck. Let me get this guy. I'd fucking kill him before he turns. Wait, I can't. Oh wait, it's Ada. Oh. I thought it's like a mercenary. Actually, talking about Diablo, should I actually play Diablo 3? Since I finished Diablo 1 and 2. Should I continue with Diablo 3? Oh, that's the real one. Wait. I already own Diablo 3. I own Diablo 3. Technically Diablo 4 as well, because Game Pass. Technically I own them, so. Good night, Gaxaro. Good night and sleep well. A small shield, I guess. You might have pre-ordered and never even opened it. Oh, good. Why, did you get like 2 copies or? Or why didn't you open it? A man lies bound and bloodied on the floor before you. His face is a tapestry of bruises and blood is spattered across several corners of the room. The man cringes and sobs as you approach. Gods, please, please, no more. I can't take any more. I'm not here to hurt you. The man pauses, gazing up at you. You're not? Oh, praise Barath. You're not one of his men, are you? He glances nervously behind you. He shakes his head. Please, I don't know who you are, but my name is Purnisk. This is my house. You have to help me. Then who was that downstairs? An imposter. Oh no. It was the imposter. Some wizard named Nurit. He came into my house, tied me up in here, tortured me, and now he and his men are eating my food, breaking my things, selling sweff inside my own house. He just turned up all of a sudden? Pernisk looks away, unable to meet your gaze. I may have hung onto a tiny portion of my supplier's share, but I needed that money. What exactly happened? He sent over the wizard, Nurid, the man downstairs. Pernisk shudders. To make up the lost copper, I guess, and to hurt me while he was at it. Feels like it's been days. He's already been taken care of. Pernisk stares at you. I can't believe this nightmare's finally over. He grins weakly and seems to remember something. You have no idea what you have done for me, but... He looks up at you away again. I need to find my love, Kaenra, only after whatever Nirid put her through. I'm afraid she won't give me a chance to explain, but she might listen to you. Please, she must be somewhere in Copper Lane. It's the only home she's known. And please don't tell her about the sweff. About what I do. I could make it worth your while. A discount, maybe. Here's my counter offer. I tell you whatever. I tell her whatever I please, and you still give me the discount. Absolutely. Please don't hurt me. You can tell her whatever you like. I have some supplies here for you whenever you want. Please just make sure she's okay. Hell yeah. That's what I need. Give in to the dark side. I mean, we were playing like a... What was my class called? I forgot. Wait. Death Godlike. Right, we're playing a Death Godlike. Threatening people. I will play Koto 2 like this as well. Gotta be a bad guy. Bad guy. Saber only. Colonel looks up as you approach. What happened with Pernisk? Did you give him the ring? Pernisk was being impersonated by a powerful wizard. However, the real Pernisk also deals swift. She covers her mouth with her hand. Shocked. Pernisk? My Pernisk is a swift dealer? If I didn't know you for an honest man. She brings her fist down on the table, sloshing her drink. Damn it. How can I trust him after something like this? That he's lied to me for so long. She runs her hand through her hair and takes a deep breath. I should just be glad I found out about this before the wedding. Right now he needs help and forgiveness. You think I could help him turn around? I hadn't thought of it that way, she says. You really do see the best in everyone. I appreciate what you have done for us, and I'm certain Pernisk feels the same way. You're always welcome to come see us if you need anything. Oh, and take this. She unclasps something from her neck. Picked it up from one of the merchants to help me stand firm in my decision. I'll be fine without it now. Two intellect, one resolve. Oh. So like that.
You must gather.
Let's go back, let's see what we can get from him. How long is the keep? 1 day and 14 hours. Hello again, I can't thank you enough. I have my Kenra back, and with her beside me, I'll be on the mend in no time. He smiles. Is there anything I can get you? With a discount, like I promised. Bro, I don't need Swift. But... I'll take some of your money. Where is even your wife? Is she still staying in the tavern? In the inn? I thought they would like be together again. Looks like she's not leaving. I still don't know, where's the theater? Because from what I can see, the boy said there's something hidden in the theater. So I guess this is the theater. But what stone did he mean? There's like a stone I have to move to get into a secret.
And what does the flame reveal?
Ah, this one. Oh, I got it. What is that? An oak and scarab figurine summons 3 wood beetles. It's not really that good. It's not that good. That's kind of late. That was good. We finished chapter 1. I think that's good.
Hail, traveler.
All are rested. This we can upgrade in 1 day and 5 hours. Nice. All right. Save. Good progress. Good progress, I would say. Still really enjoying the game. I'm glad we chose this. But to be honest, I think Pathfinder Kingmaker would have also been an amazing choice. But I'm happy we started this. Alright. We'll do more probably tomorrow.